Okay, sorry, Evan, I forgot to record the first part. So, this is our second trip here. We are going from Seneca to New York City. Now, my big question is, she's got to go in the direction 37 degrees. Where is the 37-degree angle? Is it the one above this line or the one below the line? Above, because 0 is up here, so that's 37 degrees right there. Because we're going from 0 over to 37. Okay, now, the big plan. I have to figure out where to fly so that the wind then pushes on me and I end up in the right place. My big question for you is, where is the wind at? Key thing, coming from the direction 340. Where's 340? 340, this 270 straight up would be 360. 340 is like over here somewhere. But if I'm coming from 340, where am I going? Yeah, I'm actually coming through it. I'm actually coming down on this. I'm actually going to come down and be going in the southeast direction. So the wind is going to actually blow southeast. The wind has to blow you to New York City. So our wind vector has to be coming in and bringing us to New York City. So it's out there coming down into that point. And therefore, where do we need to fly? Well, you hope somebody on there knows how to do this. I would suggest that they have programmed the navigator. Most planes still have a navigator, so they must have somebody who's got to maintain all this. And you got to realize, okay, airlines probably have the computer equipment to do so, but you get your own little personal plane that people fly around here in. They're figuring it out. Okay. So, I mean, if you're not going far, yes, you can just fly a line of sight, but if you want to plan a route to get you several hundred miles away, you're going to have to be concerned about it. Okay, so, I need to fly then from where I started. I need to fly up here to the wind so that the wind will then blow me back to the correct point. Okay, so, did I know any sides or angles in this whole mess? Okay, 450 miles per hour was what I actually want to do. This is course along here. The wind was doing 32 miles an hour, so I know that side. Okay, start telling me about angles. Right now, the only thing I've got labeled is 37. 37 was to the white line, from 0 to the white line. Okay, I'm not following what you're telling me. So I can go up here and do alternate interior. If that's 37, my vertical lines are my parallel lines. So if that's 37, this dude's 37. Which means 37 from 90 is going to be 53. So I know that angle in there is 53. Okay, what other angle did they tell me in this problem? Yeah, the wind was coming from 340, which I drew over here on the coordinate system. If that's 340, I know this dude's 20, don't I? Or I know this side's 70. So what do you know down on this side? Then we're going vertical angles from geometry. If two lines intersect, the angles opposite each other are equal. So if that's 20, that's 20, that one's 70, which is what I would have over here then. I would know this one in here is 20. I would know this one on the outside is 70. Do I know any more 20s and 70s then? Yeah, the one on the other side here is 20, or the one inside is 70. And so, courtesy of a million alternate interior angles, we now know that angle there in the center is 70 plus 53. It's I want a green, dude. That is a 123-degree angle. And And I believe we have, surprise, surprise, side angle side. Because I got 32, 123 degrees, and 450 miles an hour. So then, law cosine would have to be first, and it would find me what? The other side. Okay, terminology. What's the name of this side? When I find this magnitude, am I finding airspeed, wind speed, or ground speed? Wrong.
Whole different on the M5 one.
They gave you course and ground speed because this white line is where we actually have to go. That's course and ground speed. That's how fast we really have to move. This is what our plane needs to do, so we are finding airspeed here. So that's airspeed we're going to find, which will be a nice, easy law cosine. That won't be your problem. 32. Cosine of 123. And if we cheat, it comes out to be, you get 468. But they are going to round it off to significant digits again, which is 2 digits, so they're going to say it's 470 when they round it off. So that side is now 470. Okay. Here's the part we always have trouble with. I need to know what direction the yellow line is going in. What do you need to find to do that? Yeah, I need the angle. I need to know that angle in there. And how can you always get it? Law of sines. If you've done cosines, you can always go back to law of sines. So I'm going to call that, since that's Seneca, I'm calling that angle F. So sine of angle F is to its opposite side, which is 32, and then the pair that I know would be sine of the only angle I've got is 123, and its opposite side is the 470 we just calculated. And so F turns out to be 3 degrees once you do your law of sines. So, all right, common sense. If F is 3 degrees, work from the line you already knew. Which line did you already know its direction? You knew the 37 was the white line. So, it's a 3 degree difference. It's just a matter, do I add 3 or subtract 3 to get the other line I need? Subtract, because we're going backwards. This is 0. So 37 degrees minus 3 degrees means we actually need to fly in the direction 34 degrees. So your answer would be, you really need to have your plane going 34 degrees at 470 miles an hour. And once you did a few thousand of these, you get really good at it. You would have a better feel for it. You would learn how much, depending on how fast the wind's going, how much that's going to throw you off course. You would get better at it. And you can use this same type of situation on the water if you know currents and what directions currents move in. You can do this with navigating boats as well.
Did this already with the last one?
Yes. As far as how you work it, it's the last one.
It's also the wording.
It's the wording and the figuring out course or
Is a headwind different?
a headwind simply means you got the wind coming right at you. So that would have two vectors coming directly at each other.
Yeah, you said just adjust your speed, but
Yeah, you adjust your speed, your direction. I assume you're going, as long as you're going faster than the headwind, you're going to continue to move in that direction. You're just going to slow down. Yes, it's a killer on fuel. You are correct.